Good morning, comic fans. You're with the Comic Pusher at the Comics Club, Tap and Brandon's favorite comic and gaming store. It is Wednesday, October 19th, the third new comic book day of the month, and we have all kinds of great stuff to show you today. I mean, we've got stacks of comic books, we've got toys, we've got graphic novels, variant covers. We have a jam-packed session today. What a great episode I have to present to you today. But before I get into any of this, before I get into any of the comics and games and toys and the fun stuff we have to present today, I wanted to let you know about something. A customer of ours and her friends have been customers for a very long time, and always happy to see them. They're just great young people, and they've been coming to our store a long time. One of them, Rebecca, got into a very serious car wreck. This is Rebecca. Rebecca got into a very serious car wreck, and she's been in the hospital for quite a while. Her family started a GoFundMe. You look over in the chat, there is a link to that GoFundMe. And I want everybody I know everybody has their own situation. Finances are always tight, but I want everybody to at least consider giving something, some small donation to help this wonderful young woman recover from this terrible accident she was in. So the link is over there. I wanted to show you one more thing in connection with that. So I could just find it here. Hello. Let's see here. Share the screen. I wanted to show you one more thing. This is Rebecca in the hospital. And I know it's very graphic, and I'm sorry about that, but Rebecca suffered a very terrible injuries in this car wreck. So if you find it in your heart, if you have the capability to click on that fundraiser, go to the fundraisers by her father. He put it together, and donate what you can if you can. If you can't, then send Rebecca all the positive energy you can. She's a wonderful young woman, and she's got some really great friends in her life and people who care about her. And we certainly do here at the Comics Club, and we hope for her speedy recovery. So there you go. So moving right along, we have a whole bunch of great stuff to show you today. Just stacks. I mean, we finally got comics to show up on time. Thank you so much, Willow Glimdoodle. Prayers do matter. Positive energy is greatly appreciated for Rebecca, who's still recovering, and it'll be a long recovery for her. So anyway, we got, according to our master comic book calculator, we have 10 inches stacks of comic books today. Marvel, DC, and Independence. And Independence finally showed up on time. Hooray! And thank you so much, Frank, for being the first one here this morning. We appreciate that. And hope everybody's having a happy morning. Here in Florida, it got real chilly this morning. We walked out the door, and holy cow, I had to go back in and get a jacket on, of all things. That's something we very rarely. I wore my comic book pusher shirt today, and I walked out the door. It's like, whoa, a t-shirt's not going to be enough today. So anyway, like I said, we have a lot to get through here in the next half hour. So let me begin with some of the fun, cool stuff that we got in. The box that I just knocked over is a restock on one of our most popular graphic design boxes we've ever had, and that is The Predator. This thing sold out in like 2 days after we got it. We also got in Miracle Man graphic box. So if you're a Miracle Man fan, Neil Gaiman is giving us a new Miracle Man story here. It's Miracle Man: The Golden Age. You'll be seeing that in just a couple of minutes. But also Wakanda. Are you a Wakanda fan? Wakanda forever. Wakanda box to forever hold your comic books in. So there, if you're a Wakanda fan and you need a box to hold your comic books in, boom, you got one right there. We also got in this cool toy, Moon Knight. Has a series of Funko Pops, and we had Moon Knight, and we had Mr. Knight, and now we have Khonshu, the Egyptian god that is basically the one who's pulling all of Moon Knight's strings. So there you go. The one that gives him his power and everything else. And if you're a Superman fan like me, I am just so thrilled to see a new Superman action figure. Superman action figure. That's the box it comes in. And look at that. How cool is that? It's been a long time since we had a new Superman. When you open up the Superman action figures, when you open up the box, you see this. And then you take that off, and then you got it. It's that Mego style, Mego toys. He's got a whole bunch of different hands. He's also got a different face you can put on, the raging, angry Superman. That's kind of scary seeing Superman so angry because he's so powerful. So there you have it. What a great, cool toy. I'm so happy to be able to offer this to everyone. If you're a Superman fan, you don't want to miss this. Yes, the weather is awesome. I really do enjoy the cooler weather when it comes around, as long as it doesn't get too cool. But I do love it, and it's fun to wear the jackets we never otherwise get to wear. Like you say, Willow Doodle, you finally get to wear a jacket. Me too. This morning I had to turn around and put one on. So what are you doing for lunch today? Stop by the Comics Club and take Spider-Man to lunch with you. Put together your lunch, take it with you to work. It's got a thermos and everything. This really cool Secret Wars Spider-Man lunchbox is on sale today at the Comics Club. How cool is that? That is really cool. All right, moving right along. Like I say, we got so much to get through. Let me move now to the trade paperbacks, graphic novels, and other sundry larger format books and comic book stuff that we have to offer. The all-new Firefly in a new hardcover version just hitting the stands today. And this one contains the first 4 issues of the all-new Firefly series. So there's that one. Are you a Darth Vader fan? Darth Vader trade paperback. It's the Crimson Reign story arc that's collected in there. I think that's issues 18 through 22 of Darth Vader. Red Bears Reviews, thank you so much. Loving the weather, yeah, me too. For those of you who are just joining us, if you didn't catch the earlier part of the show, be sure to go back and have a look and check out that link for the GoFundMe for this wonderful young lady, one of our customers, Rebecca, who got in a terrible car wreck, and she is recovering in the hospital, and her family's put together a GoFundMe for her. So we would love you to consider, and if nothing else, keep her in your prayers. Miracle Man, the Golden Age, trade paperback. Now we're getting Miracle Man, the Silver Age, in the comic books today. The number 1 hits today. As for horror, and I'll tell you a little bit about horror a little bit later on. We have something special coming up for horror at the Comics Club. If you haven't been to the Comics Club lately, Dahlia is starting putting her Halloween decorations around, and we have a Halloween scarecrow out front with a Moon Knight theme, so you might want to check that out. Refrigerator full of heads. So this is some horror from Joe Hill and from DC. And that's in a hardcover format. That's hitting the stands today. Also, it was 20th anniversary Matrix hardcover. If you're a Matrix fan like me, I absolutely love those series. Every one of them. Every one of them has been great. Just been loving them. Even the last one, got a lot of criticism, but I thought it was wonderful. The 2 finally got there happily ever after. So anyway, the Matrix hardcover, beautiful. Get yours at the Comics Club. Also, this is something very weird. It's called Buzz, and I believe this artist used to do a lot of stuff for heavy metal, might still. This is just some strange sci-fi. It's a hardcover, and this character, Buzz, he just simply wants to live his life by fighting and eating and making love. And it's supposed to be tongue-in-cheek and funny. So it's just a crazy thing. If you're a lover of this kind of art, though, what a beautiful art hardcover this is. But the interior is done in this black and white format, and just the wild and crazy stuff that happened in this book, you won't believe. What great fun. So please do come and have a look at that. It'll be here for you today. We don't know how long it'll last, but it'll be here for today. All right, kids. The variant covers that are hitting the stands at the Comics Club today are the following. Death Dealer number 6. This is a 1 in 5 variant. Eve, Children of the Moon number 1. This is a virgin cover. She has her little stitched up stuffed bear there, who's her companion. And this is a 1 in, what is it, a 1? Oh, it's an unlockable. This was an unlockable virgin cover. We just told you about Miracle Man a couple minutes ago. This is Miracle Man, the Silver Age number 1, a 1 in 25 cover. Predator has been very popular. This is Predator number 3. We showed you the graphic box. This is Predator number 3, a 1 in 25. Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man starts today. Why not? It's Halloween time, right? And we have something special coming up for Halloween. That's a 1 in 25. Hitting the stands today. Midnight Suns. That's Suns with the S-U-N-S, not S-O-N-S. Midnight Suns number 2, 1 in 25. Harley Quinn animated series Legion of Bats number 1. That's a 1 in 25. Look, she's playing the video game there in an arcade with her good friend Poison Ivy there. And last but not least, speaking of horror, we have Deceased, War of Undead Gods. This is issue number 3. This is a 1 in 25. So those are the trade paper, the trade paperbacks, graphic novels, and variant covers that you're going to be seeing at the Comics Club today. We've not been able to present independent comic books for the last few weeks because we had delays, delay after delay after delay. So I'm starting off the show this showing you the covers for all of the independents. But before we do, Mr. Happy is urging me to let you know that no matter what happens in life, no matter where you find yourself, no matter what, there's always hope. There is always hope. Never give up, even those in hope hell and dream of heaven. Hope is our secret word. And if you know the secret word and you're local here at the Comics Club, come on in. It gets you 15% off any single item in the store. Limit 1 per person per day. A few restrictions apply, but most of the stuff in the store, you'll get 15% off. If you're a Discount Club member or a subscriber, you get 20% off any single item in the store. Limit 1 per person per day. Thank you so much, Mr. Happy. And we are starting off the independents with Wind Thrown in the Sky. This is issue number 3. There's a couple different covers for you. That's from Boom Studios. From Image, we have The Walking Dead. Lots of horror. As I've said many times on the show, horror has basically dominated independent comics for quite a few years now, and I think that's probably going to be going forward. I'm a big fan of Jeff Darrow and his art and storytelling, and the Shaolin Cowboy, Cruel to Be Kin issue series continues. What great fun this is. It's wild, crazy adventures, almost no rhyme or reason half the time, but it's just so amazing. Absolutely love Darrow's artwork, and he gives us this little extra bit on the back, and you know how much I love that. If you like giant monsters and a crazy Asian cowboy who battles them, this is the comic for you. It's got a huge amount of violence, so if you have an aversion to violence, you won't want that book. But it's fun violence. It's funny. And his monsters are ridiculous. So, Mad Balls versus Garbage Pail Kids. If that's not horror in a funny vein, I don't know what is. Or as Mad Magazine used to say, humor in a jugular vein. What do we have here? Oh, Prometheus 1313, issue number 4 from Ablaze is hitting the stands today. A couple different covers for you. Long since we had any hope. I know this place. I love it when they give us a little art on the back. Thank you for doing that. Immortal Red Sonja, issue number 7, has not 1, not 2. J. Michael Linsner, great artist, but 3 covers coming at you today. This is Ninja Go Garmadon from Lego. And that is issue number 5. Speaking of horror comics, issue number 15. This one, I don't know what it was about this cover. It just cracked me up when I saw it. If you just take a look at what's going on here, it'll probably crack you up too. But I've got a bit of twisted sense of humor. There's a gun laying there, and I don't know if that's ketchup that's splattered out of the hamburger he's just collapsed into, having a hole put through his head. And I'm not certain if this angel is the one who's done the dirty deed of shooting him in the head. She's just sitting there enjoying her soda while this demon's got his head with an extra hole in it. I don't know. It just cracked me up. Vampirella Strikes, issue number 6. You know, Parejo never fails to impress us with his amazing artwork. That's Mr. Parejo. Vampirella Strikes, issue number 6. You saw the variant cover for All New Firefly. There's your regular cover for that. Forever Forward. This is about time travel. It's a time travel story from Scout Comics. Sonic the Hedgehog has a new little series. It's just starting today. It's called the Scarapnik Island. Anyway, you know that egg in the story? There's this egg thing. Well, they find it, I guess, and it's an island. The crashed egg ship of the Eggman. I'm not quite completely clear on that story, but it's a new story from that world. Phantasmagoria, issue number 2. Like I say, and I'll keep saying it, if you want horror, turn to the independent comic book companies. They've got tons of it. Transformers Best of Grimlock. Are you a Transformers fan? Here's one all about Grimlock, all the best stories from that character. And Crashing, we're getting 3 covers of Crashing issue number 2. Looks like someone's crashing on too many drugs. Ooh, look at that. That's an interesting take on the medical imagery. She's stuck in a bottle there. Trev Cavolt, issue number 3, has 3 different covers. Is it Treve? Cavolt? There seems to be missing vowels there. I'm not certain how to pronounce it. I think this cover is great. French fries. In my kitchen at home, we have around the top of the room a whole bunch of different comic books that have food themes. Everything from Dagwood with his Dagwood sandwich, and Homer with his donuts, and a whole bunch of others. Lots of fun. Oh, by the way, on the back, we have a little bit. There's that. This is a package. I think it's the first one from the House of Slaughter. It's variant covers. It issues 1 through 5, all with variant covers. And this is a card just to give you something to put on the cover there, but it's an extra piece of art that goes on the cover there. But the first 5 issues of House of Slaughter, all with variant covers. One of the most classic horror shows ever was Night of the Living Dead. It spawned a whole love for zombies. We wouldn't have Walking Dead today if it wasn't for this. Night of the Living Dead has a new comic book series just hitting today. I showed you Eve, Children of the Moon issue variant cover. They have a couple other regular covers of that. This one was the Virgin cover. That's the Virgin variant. It was unlockable. Hellboy in Love. What? Goblin Knight Part 1 of 2, but it's a 5-part series. Apparently the first arc is a Goblin Knight. That looks like fun. 10,000 Black Feathers, issue number 2. And once again, to our liking, a little bit of art on the back. The Deadliest Boutique, issue number 3. Why is he shooting holes through all those pictures? I think he has a problem with these his ex-girlfriends or hers ex-girlfriends or something. He's got a problem with them shooting holes in them. Oh, and you get this on the back. How cool is that? I understand most of them. Well, those I see. There's brass knuckles there. That's what that is. I thought at first they were dog paws or something. Animal paws. It shows you how much I know about weapons. All right. This is my weapon right here. It's inside that box. Gunslinger, issue number 13. From the world of Spawn. From Todd McFarlane. A little tease of what's coming up next issue. I like how he does that. That's wonderful. And last but not least, Ninja High School. So they got a little scary stuff going on there. That looks like fun. So those are the independent titles hitting the stands today at the Comics Club. Let's move on to Marvel Comics. Let's see what we have there. So I showed you the variant cover for Darth Vader. This is Darth Vader number 28. We have 3 different covers for that. This is X-Men issue number 16. You have a Havoc. Called these card covers. Like a trading card. Looks like a trading card from the series they had back in the 90s. And we have Professor X and some of the other heroes on the cover here. And then there's this one. Carnage, issue number 7, hitting the stands today. Lots of Mr. Miracle covers these past month. Defenders Beyond, this is issue number 4. Oh, got a lot going on in that art. Moon Knight. This is Moon Knight number 16. A couple different covers. My personal favorite. Miracle Man, the Silver Age, issue number 1 has multiple covers. So, there's one. That's the main cover. 2. She looks more grown up. This character right here is more grown up on the cover, but inside she looks like just a child, a very young girl. And there you have it. Neil Gaiman's Mr. Miracle Silver Age, number 1. Iron Man. And it's Mr. Miracle cover. As well as this one. I believe this is Alex Ross. Looks like Alex Ross's work. If you're wondering what's behind me, this is one of Dolly's latest creations. This is for Halloween. It's a black cat with a pumpkin behind it. It's pretty fun. Good job, Doll. Thor, issue number 28, hitting the stands. Yes, it's Thor. Why Spider-Man is on the cover, I'm not certain. He's jumping out of a panel there. You see that? There you go. Thank you, Willow. I think it looks awesome, too. Dolly's a very talented sewer. Okay, and we have Midnight Suns. Once again, that's with a Suns, S-U-N-S, Midnight Suns. And look who's on the cover here. We got Blade. What a great image of Blade there. Wolverine and the Scarlet Witch. Not wearing much scarlet there. These silver and black costumes. And it's Doom. And Wolverine. That's issue number 2 of Midnight Suns. Predator number 3 hitting the stands. Is not what you want to come up against in a dark alley somewhere. Predator. Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings. This is issue number 4. We have 3 different covers of that. X-Force. Been reading X-Force. We're up to issue number 33 of the current run of X-Force. Yes, it's there's Deadpool there. His alternate costume. We in the Savage Land here? What's going on? That's Kraven, or is it Kraven's son? Kraven's spending some time dead. I know he came back, but I know his son is making a debut or a return. Avengers, got Miracle Man on the cover. No end of Miracle Man's on cover. What's this? It's a dinosaur with the Star brand. What? What's going on there? Or is it a giant crocodile? Tyrannosaurus Rex? I'm not quite certain. But it's got the Star brand. See that? That's the Star brand. It's an interesting creature to get the Star brand. A few weeks back, we had Amazing Fantasy number 1000. This is a second printing. Captain America, Symbol of Truth, issue number 6. What in the world is that thing? I like this one. That's pretty cool. I showed you earlier the number 1 variant cover for Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man. We have several different covers for number 1. Got to catch them all. Pokemon. No Pokemon covers, but lots of spiders. Lots of spiders. What is he battling there? Holy crap. It's a giant sloth. What? I like this one. Spider-Man. Speaking of horror, Crypt of Shadows, number 1. Morbius on the cover. Our favorite vampire from one of our favorite vampires from Marvel. And Swamp Thing? Yeah. Why not? I think Swamp Thing didn't Swamp Thing make an appearance in the recent show? There you have that, and one more from Marvel, and that is Alien. Speaking of horror, if you like your horror in outer space, there's Alien. I don't think it's going to go well for those two, huh? But you touching that stuff with her fingers? Don't touch that. Good Lord. Parents ever teach you not to touch slimy stuff from alien eggs? Okay, we still have DC to get to. Let's start with the Gymongous oversized issue 4 of Rogues. Issue 4 of Rogues. A couple different covers. I'm liking it. I think I like that one best. And this Aquaman Andromeda number 3. This is a real, a whole lot of whole lot of art going on in this cover. Is it better understood this way? Perhaps. What is going on there? That's some amazing art there. I'm liking it. I'm liking it very much. Okay. DC's horror. DC versus Vampires All Out War. A couple different covers for you. In keeping with DC's latest horror, we also have this amazing acetate cover, which I'll show you in a second. This is Deceased War of Undead Gods. And that's issue number 3, right? Number 3? Number 3 of 8. Yeah. But this next cover is really awesome. It's one of those acetate covers, you know? And it has that little see-through window panel on it. When you open it up, I think there's Wonder Girl there. Yeah. But that acetate cover, that's pretty cool. I'm liking it. Harley Quinn, the animated series Legion of Bats, has a couple different covers for you. Her and Poison Ivy together in one split image. And then they're sitting together, just laying back, watching the city burn. Yeah, why not? They got the distress. They're Batman, please come help. Gotham City's on fire. Who started that fire? I Am Batman, number 14. Titans United Blood Pact, number 2. Awesome covers. Really great stuff. How you doing there, BX Dad of 3? Good to see you this morning. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Titans United, issue number 2. Blood Pact. Did I say issue number 2? 3 before? It's issue number 2. Issue number 2. Titans. Blood Pact. There you go. Flashpoint Beyond has a couple different covers, and I love both of them. You get the Joker card, but it's the Joker in their world. It's not the same Joker as in the world you're familiar with. That is little Bruce Wayne's mom. She becomes the Joker in that world. This next one shows the family all together there. Look at that. Bruce is dead. His brother there is still around. His mother is Joker. And Batman, he ain't so nice as Batman. He, sometimes villains fall off of buildings when Thomas Wayne, Batman, is around. He doesn't fool around. He goes right for it. Nightwing, number 97. We have a facsimile edition of the Marvel Family, number 1. This is the original Captain Marvel, these days known as Shazam on all the covers. But he is Captain Marvel. The Wizard is Shazam. And that's an actual facsimile of the first issue of that. Very cool. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Latest issue. Fables, issue number 156. We're getting close to the end of the picked up run that they got back to after all those years. Batman is having one bad day, and it may be because of this guy who's getting his own movie soon, I understand, the Penguin. And they're using the same actor for the Penguin as the actor that played in the recent Batman movie. I forget his name, but a great actor, perfect for the part. very, very easy to see him as the Penguin. Duo from Earth M. Batman, Superman, World's Finest. Is this the new dynamic duo? Batman and that new character? What the heck's his name? Thunder Boy or something? You get his origin in here, though. Flash number 787. Also a new character being introduced. Not Black Adam, but he's on almost as many covers as Miracle Man. Not quite, but almost. And this cover. But it's this dude. This dude right here. A new character who seems to be some sort of wrestler from somewhere. I won't reveal anything more than that. Also a new title, The Blue Wall. Gotham City Police Department, The Blue Wall, issue number 1. Ooh. That looks pretty cool. I want to pick that one up. Batman the Knight, issue number 10. And speaking of Black Adam, we have Black Adam number 5 with multiple covers. Black Adam. I like this one. Look at that. Who wins? Black Adam or that jet fighter? Or is it this one? Black Adam. Black Adam. And Dark Crisis, Young Justice. A couple of covers for that one. As well as, last but not least, Catwoman. And that's issue number 48 already. We're almost at 50. What a great cover that is, huh? Beautiful stuff. So there we are. That's all we have to offer today. Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure, if you get a chance, go look at the GoFundMe for Rebecca. She was in a terrible car wreck, and one of our own local customers. And we wish her a very speedy recovery. She's still in the hospital. Yeah, I think it's going to be a while, but wonderful young lady. And if there's anything you can do financially, I put a link for the GoFundMe, and I put a link down below for that as well. Also, if there's nothing you can do financially, and that's understandable, do send her your thoughts and prayers. So there you have it. The Comics Club will be doing a horror sale. It starts this Saturday, the 22nd, and runs all the way to the 31st of the month. That gives you more than a whole week of stuff on sale, horror-wise, here at the Comics Club. Come and check it out. And remember, guys and gals, read. It brings out the hero in you. We'll see you next time at the Comics Club.